the Papuri was able to catch up with Mr. Sumithra Warnakulasuriya, one of the legends of the battle. He has the record for the highest individual score at the Roito. Welcome, Mr. Sumithra. Talking about your innings of 194, what exactly was going through your mind and you surpassed the total of Julius Mendes? What exactly went through your mind?
Actually, first of all, I must say that I know a lot of people talk about this record, but I didn't really play for the record as such. It's just that it happened to be that Royal probably batted a bit too long, and then on the second day, somewhere close to the lunchtime, I was around 160, 170, and then only Royal decided to bat a little longer and allow me to go for the record. But actually speaking, looking back at the record, I really regret having batted for so long, because I think that's really key again.
Yeah. And talking about the big match, playing against the arch national rivals and Thomason, how did you all back then prepare for the Battle of the Bulls?
Well, I think nowadays they give lot of prominence to this big match, but during that time, I don't think there was that much of prominence. Of course, when the big match comes around, everybody gets excited and all. But I remember playing just match by match. But nowadays, if you take the players and the parents and old boys, everybody, even before the season starts, they're talking about the big match, which is the last match on the calendar. But I think too much of prominence is given, and they make a real big issue out of it. So if you really see, it's just another match, and players should play it that way. But now what's happening is everybody is awfully scared. My God, will we lose the big match or that sort of thing? But it's just another game of cricket, and they should play and they should try to enjoy. That enjoyment factor is probably not there in the players. They are far too nervous, worried about their performances and things like that. So that's the difference I see.
So Mr. Sumithra, you are saying that there's added pressure on the players?
Yes, of course, that's what I'm saying. Lot of pressure on the players because of their parents and various things. So they should just go out there and play, try to do their best. I mean, if they can't, if they fail, that's fine. But not to make such a big issue out of it. Of course, it's a great occasion, but still for all, I think it's a game of cricket and it should be played that way.
And now the big match has moved on to a 3-day game, especially the Roito being one of the two big matches in the island, being a three-day game. Do you think that's a good decision when you take the results into consideration?
Yes, of course, because when they, I think they made it from the 1979 only they made it 3 days. That was the centenary game. Thereafter, there were few years that we really couldn't get results out of the 3-day game. But now you can see there are lot of decisions, coming out of the 3-day game. So I think it's a good thing that they made it 3 days, because it's very hard to get a decision out of 2 days.
And Sumithra, talking about the Royal team this year, any insights on the Royal camp?
I think they've got a very good side, although they lost the last 2 games to Trinity and Prince of Wales. Still for all, I think they've got a good side. I don't know much about the St. Thomas's side, but there's one guy whom I know, he's a good bat. He came from Preston, he's Nuwan Kavinder or Nuwan Darshan. I know him as Nuwan Darshan, but he goes as Nuwan Kavinder, he's a pretty good player.
And about the Royal team?
Royal, of course, I think purely depend on Bhanuka Rajapaksa and Kitnuwan. So, other than that, I can't see anybody else who has performed exceptionally well. Of course, they have the left-arm bowler, what's his name, Santirigoda, who has taken a lot of wickets this season. But apart from that, the others have not performed exceptionally.
What are your predictions on the
It's very hard to predict. Everybody is expecting Royal to win, but even last year they thought within 2 days the game will be over. So it's never over until the last ball is bowled or the last wicket is taken. And also knowing the Thomians, they always give their best when it comes to the big match. You call it the Thomian cricket or whatever. But they always come out. They always give their best when it comes to the big one. So you really don't know what could happen. So we'll have to. I'm hoping that they'll play good cricket over the 3 days, and whoever wins, it doesn't matter, whoever wins or lose. I mean, you have to accept it, whatever the decision that comes.
And that was Sumithra Warnakulasuriya from Royal College talking in Tottenham.